Okay, so today was a bit choppy, for me, back and forth anyway. I kind of was making some dumb mistakes. Well, not really mistakes. I was just getting in too much information. I was trying to utilize a 10-second chart with a 2-minute and also looking at this new software that I had, and it was just causing problems for me. But so this is like 10 minutes, 15 minutes after they open. Break even on that. Um, Short play based off of, I don't know, just seeing that we're moving down and, maybe close, a rejection of point of control, but we weren't really getting that, so I ended up just going break even on that one. Not much to say there, but let's move forward. This is a recording, obviously. This trade right here, this trade could have worked out, because we're kind of building volume here at point of control, and we end up closing above. But for whatever reason, it doesn't want to work for me. So, I mean, we're really at the end of that volume node, above point of control, kind of moved up, had a rejection of that area. Um, yeah, I don't really have, I can't really think of any way this could have gone differently or what I could have seen that would have made me not take it. I just think that it was something that really could have worked out. It just didn't. It just didn't. Watch this. The only thing that could have done different is get better at closing a trade out, because I knew it wasn't going to work immediately as soon as we broke the 50s. And maybe that's what I should have looked at, is if we break that kind of volume we were building on the 10-second, which is the only reason why I thought maybe this would go up. But, well, that and the candle closed how it closed, but it just didn't. So should have gotten out, didn't. Let's move on. Okay, too far forward. All right, so this was a good trade. We had a bit of a double bottom. We're sitting at VWAP. We close above that previous candle we had, end up moving up, and I mean that's it. It was a good momentum play, I think. We ended up like closing that. Well, no, it was just really a double bottom. That was about it, and just closing above VWAP, having that momentum to bounce forward. Um, Seemed like I had enough room for this trade to work. It did. And you'll see in a second, we end up making this trade a winner. Move it to break even, because could reject there, but we didn't. So that's 100 ticks. 80 ticks stop loss, 100 ticks profit. Get it? Yes, we do. Perfect. And then we just end up rejecting point of control, so. But yeah, moving on. 30 seconds down. We end up breaking this volume that we had, and I had the temptation to short the breakout. I didn't though. Ooh, spoilers. So okay, so this area, right? If you look at the 10-second on the bottom there, I'm looking at that kind of like, I don't know, consolidation a little bit before maybe moving down. And this is where I just do something stupid, because I'm thinking to myself I can save money, and I guess every time I think that, I end up like losing. And the times where I should do it, I don't. But yeah, I get stopped out to the tick there, and then it just rejects. If I held it at my original stop, would have won. I didn't. So down like 200 on that. At this point, I'm just going back and forth on my account value. It's between, 600 to $100 down. But that's it. So we end up I'm also paying attention to these volume nodes. So here I'm like, okay, maybe we build support on this volume. So I just go ahead and I see we're like really pushing up here. There's a little momentum building. And we break above. And that was a stop one right there. If you look at the 10-second, how that like wick up and rejection, that was either stop or just low liquidity, but ended up just getting stopped out here. But really, I don't know. That would have been a better trade to look at a, rejection play, but not, that isn't to say it almost went. It almost did work out. But I just don't think that the buyers were interested in buying anymore. That or there were too many offers that they couldn't absorb there. So we end up just going lower. And at this point, I kind of know it's not going to work. And I should have just stopped myself out there. But I didn't. Because I was like, maybe. I was really just focused too much on the 10-second chart. Which I'm not used to trading with. So I shouldn't have been doing that. And you'll see I just get rid of the 10-second chart. I put it on the side. At this point, the 10-second chart's on my side because I'm trying to pay attention to what I know. And then just kind of look at 10-second, maybe after, see what it looks like and if that was good for me. So yeah, this trade was I think this is kind of like a really A+ kind of trade because we had support at the bottom of that volume node. We ended up breaking it. And I'm just thinking we're going to reject it. And we do. So that's why this trade worked out really well for me. We're giving it a little bit of time. Yeah. The tape's not really speeding up here. And we're just kind of slow, hitting it slow. Which I'm not actually really paying attention to the tape like that. It's really hard to pay attention to the tape. If I'm being honest, I don't really look at it like that. Something I should look at more often, but I don't. So yeah, I just break even here. Tape speeds up right at the end there. And then I think we just end up rejecting back up and playing the slow range, and yeah. See where we're at. Okay, so yeah, speeding up, we just end up like building volume here. So this is, again, I knew this part was dumb because of how much we kept hitting this, and then how much support we built, but then we went up and rejected that upper volume, the edge of that volume. I was thinking, I don't know, it's a crazy market. Maybe we will bounce off. It didn't. And I did move. The only smart thing I did do was move my stop because it was too obvious of a stop run. Which we end up doing a stop run. I hate that I get stopped out to the tick and then it kind of moves back to go break even. But I doubt that I would have went break even on this trade anyway. So yeah, that didn't work out. All right, so here we're just trying to capture this momentum downwards. I missed that trade that we just sped past by like half a point or something like that. That would have worked out, but I was just kind of like, should have hit it, didn't. And I'm just trying to find a location to sell this. I just can't really put my mind to it. So this one, I'm thinking this is going to be the exact same as the last one. How we had support or rejection buys off, and then we move up. We had 2 candles buying off of that area. We sold past it, rejected again, maybe. But we weren't really doing that. And we really didn't have a good volume node. It was just kind of volume that was moving away, or volume that was like, there's less volume down there. So I didn't think as many people were interested in this area. And we just kept pushing it, I guess. We kept pushing to my stop loss instead of to my take profit. So I was like, nah, we're probably gonna move past. I don't think I get filled here. But yeah. Speeding up the video feed, right? Oh yeah, no, I do. This is This was sad times. Right idea, because I'm like, okay, we close above. We're, you know, pushing up here. We'll probably push to the top of that volume node, because now I'm trying to think of the overall bigger picture. But that at that point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop. Let's go to. So let me show you this. So after that, this is where we're at. So after that stop out, I end up seeing a rejection. End up seeing this again, another rejection. I'm like, okay, so big volume node here. We're actually rounding it out. So I'm thinking we're gonna reach to the end of it. So I just end up hopping in a new trade. I don't really care. This is where I switch up though, because we're at a 30-ish ATR, and then just the moves are really slow. So I'm thinking it's safe to go back to a 40 TP and stop loss, and it was. So I end up buying, getting my price filled there. Buy again. I don't really remember what happened here, because I don't remember this trade. Because I get filled here, solid move up. I think I'm like break even-ish. And then I was gonna buy again, but then I go flat. But obviously there's a, because I'm like, this is an area we could reject from, but we weren't. So I was just like, okay, bought it. It worked. We make it back to VWAP. Here was a trade that would have worked, but something happened. I think I got filled partially, and then it like went back up and then went back down, and then I like touched my limit order, and then it just like got moved up. My limit order moved up and got filled. I don't know. I swear I saw 3 contracts on, and that's not what I wanted. And I don't know. It just got weird and confusing. I just hit flatten, which I think I ended up winning like $100 there, but it doesn't matter. So I'm sitting through this. I'm thinking of buying this. Just trying to get a 40-point scalp in there, 40 tick scalp in there, but I don't, because there's just too much rejection going on. So I'm like, eh. So I'm watching this candle. We come down, we move down, and reject halfway, and we close above VWAP, which, you know, whatever. Still a good candle without VWAP. I just see the momentum on the 10-second chart. Where are we at? Yeah, you can see it. I just see this giant momentum candle on the 10-second. I see this. I buy it. Boom. Now I'm up $500 on the day. I could have held it a little higher. But I didn't. Because, yeah, this was 50 ticks because I ended up hitting the break even. So I went 50 ticks. Right. 47. Okay, whatever. But it was a good trade for me. But that's it, man. That was the trading for me today. Could have had some better scalps in, but I just said, fuck it, I'm done. I didn't want to, I just felt like I was gonna, the way the whole morning went was back and forth. I didn't want to be back and forth the rest of the day. So it just, you know, build these accounts slowly. Kind of went heavy the first day, shouldn't have. And now I just want to kind of ease myself back into this market. We are getting lower volatility though, I will say that. So that's good. Anyway, that's it. That's all I gotta say.